Okay, and we are on now. This is another special one. I got a guest for you guys. This is, the Dearly Deep Heart Id podcast. And, I'm Deontay or D Lamar, but I got somebody who's much better than me. Nah. We're gonna
Stop it.
I'm gonna call you Massie because I like that name. I really do like that name. So
Yeah, of course, of course, of course. Mazi sounds great. Thank you
exactly.
for having me. I'm
Oh,
excited. Thank you so much.
no problem, no problem. I mean, I really wanted to have you on the show just because, I mean, I don't remember who added who on Instagram, but I think like everybody is on their grind and, doing the networking thing. So I remember, following you and like, wow, she's, really beautiful. And then
Yeah.
I saw some of your posts and stuff like that. And I saw you have a business and I was like, okay, and then
Yeah, of course.
yeah, you know what I'm saying?
Of course.
And then
Yes.
I saw that years back had done, that True Life show on MTV.
Yes, I did. Yes, I did. I'm that true life girl. Yeah.
So I was like, no, that's like super cool. Also, and just you just been like an all around like attentive and like cool person. And a lot of times people aren't really responsive, and I like when people are know how to respond and actually talk and have conversations and don't just kind of like just like egg you on and do that kind of stuff. But you've always been cool. We haven't had like deep conversations.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I'm a cool chick, I
yes,
promise.
you definitely are. You definitely are.
I could be very talkative as well. I can really, really talk a lot.
No, and I need that, and that's what I'm saying. I heard you talk. I definitely heard you talk. So that's why I was like, okay,
Yeah.
she'll definitely be cool. So I
Mhm.
mean, just to get things, like jumping. I'm not sure if you've actually, because I'm not trying to make it about me. This is about you right now, but just to,
Oh, okay. I'll put it.
I love it. So just to
However you
get,
want it. It was good
just to
about me all day.
all right, I love that. But just to get you caught up, so my podcast, like I've kind of mentioned to you before, I started it back in May after a kind of like a 9 year on and off relationship with my ex.
Wow. Too
Yeah,
long.
so I was like, it was something that I wanted to do like for a minute, but then you
Hmm.
just make excuses as why you shouldn't do it, or you can't do it right then. But then I just jumped right into it, and I mean I've had moderate success for somebody who's never done this type of thing, hosting and interviewing, but I just really started like enjoying it. You know what I mean? So
Hmm.
I reach out to people, just because I want to hear about their stories, like in their relationships and stuff
Yeah,
like that. So
of course. So you're not with that person anymore. So
I'm
you're with her for 9 years. It was on and off for 9 years.
It was on and off for 9 years. January would have been 10 years, and
Wow.
the last time we spoke, besides May, was was on my birthday. She hit me up on my birthday to say happy birthday and
Hmm.
congratulations on my new job. And since
Hmm.
then, we have not talked. Although I have reached out to her, she has not responded. But it's all good.
Oh, oh, sorry.
It's all good.
Well,
So
that yeah. Okay,
go
keep
ahead. Go
going.
ahead. Go ahead.
No, how do you really feel? Come on.
No, I'm gonna tell you. So I think a lot of times, it's a misconception that I want people to kind of like feel bad for me or feel sorry for me. But to be honest, I'm like, this is one of them things where it's kind of like you turn, some pain into, art. And that's what I'm kind of like, known for. That's what I do. You know what I mean? I'm an artist. I write. I actually just did a book, and the funny thing about that book is, I'm sure you see me post about it, but the thing about that book is she actually wrote the first part of the book before we
Hmm.
stopped talking. She sent it to me and was like, I can't finish it, but I want you to, help me with an ending, or you can just finish it, do whatever you want. And so, just to fill you in on that a little bit, there's a little more to my little story also, because I was actually seeing somebody else and it started to kind of get serious. And my ex is the kind of person that was just, she just goes with the flow. She's actually a Pisces, so her birthday is coming up, you know? And
Okay.
so her birthday is coming up, and so the person that I was seeing, she's a Pisces as well, and she kind of goes with the flow, but not really. But my ex was
Yeah.
like, "Hey, if that's what you want, you know what I'm saying? I'll be here." Before I messed everything up, she was like, "I'll be here." And you can, have her too, and I won't, like I'm not tripping or whatever. So when she wrote this story,
Oh.
yeah, exactly, right? Because my ex wasn't down with the commitment. She's like a free spirit. She wants to do her own thing. Maybe she would have committed, like a few years down the line and stuff like that, but whatever. But so when she wrote the story, she kind of emulated our real situation. And so that's kind of like
Mhm.
where the story jumps off. It jumps off with the other person flying to Atlanta to kind of confront her, but not in the way you would think. She wanted to confront her to tell her, hey, like, you need to stay in his life. Don't give up on him, because when you two are clicking and good, then me and him are good. So that's where the story takes off. But it kind of
Okay.
mirrors, like real life. But anyway, so yeah, it's a misconception that, like, I'm, want people to feel bad for me or I'm sad all the time and stuff like that. But honestly, it's been a great therapeutic coping, mechanism to get over it. And, like I started a whole podcast and now I'm talking to someone amazing and beautiful. So that's enough.
Okay. Thank you.
That's
No,
enough.
but I think with your situation,
Yeah.
it's just you gotta move on. I mean, if the person is not trying hard enough, then
Hmm.
they really don't care. So you just have to move on.
Yeah.
And life is all about blessings and a lot of exes. Like you have a lot of exes to find like the real one. Like you
Hmm.
have to go through experiences. And I mean, you try to hit her up, and she came and hit you back up for a book or something like that. But it's good that you move on, because a lot of blessings can come from that, from you just changing your environment completely.
Hmm.
And your environment is surrounded by people, so you have to eliminate a lot of people in your life.
Yeah. No,
And, there's gonna be girls out there that are going to really treat you how you deserve. Like they're gonna go hard for you. They're gonna go like make sure to pick up their phone calls for you. Like, and I feel like everybody deserves that attention. But if somebody's not giving that to you, then they don't really care,
Then it's
and they're
done,
like
right?
they're really showing you that they don't care.
Yeah. And I mean, that's
You
the
know.
thing. Like, and I've had, like, I've gotten like lots of advice and stuff like that. Excuse me. But, and I 100% agree with everybody that I've, spoken to about it. Um, But yeah, it's just one of them things where I'm slowly coming into my own as far as this, and getting to a place where I'm no longer dependent on that feeling that I got from her. It's completely coming from within. So, you know, we could stop there unless, you got a little more to talk about me, because like I said, I want to know how
Okay.
I want to know how someone like you, because again, you might get like 1,000 compliments from me. I'm not shy when it comes
Oh,
to that.
thank
But
you. It's okay. I'll
some,
take them.
thank you. But someone as pretty and, outspoken and just, like live as you, like, how do you handle? Because I know you get like a million DMs. I'm not the only person that hits you in a DM. So how do you handle like that? How do you categorize it? And like, not, I don't know if you're in a relationship now. You don't got to talk about that. But like, how do you handle, the guys coming at you? Because I know they do.
I mean, you just ignore it sometimes. So, but sometimes it's really fun, like
Mm-hmm.
to see what people say to you. Like it's hilarious. Sometimes I really just look at the comments. I'll leave you on red if it's really inappropriate,
Yeah.
but I'll laugh. I'll laugh about it, or I'll just send you an LOL. Like I'll keep it short if I'm not really interested. Like
Yeah.
to me, a profile pic says a lot.
Mm-hmm.
So your profile pic just has to like get me interested. I'll go in it, and then I see who you are. And if you're not really, about business and stuff, then I'm not really interested
Yeah.
at the moment. But I just the DMs, I enjoy it.
Mm-hmm.
I think they're funny. I don't like all the dick pics. Like I don't really enjoy that much. Like what the hell? Like I get a lot of those. I'm sure a
So
lot of beautiful ladies get that from random dudes. It's just very disturbing, but it happens.
so that's really a thing.
But It happens. It really does happen.
Because I
But
hear
I just
about it all the
laugh.
time.
I just enjoy it. It's really not that big of a deal. Like, it's just funny.
Okay.
That's what it is.
Okay. No, because like, not to go to, the pics, but it's like I hear about that all the time, but it's so like unbelievable to me because it's kind of like if you're just having a conversation, which I'm not even like I'm not even saying you had the conversation and then he does it. I'm just saying, for an example, like you're talking to this guy and then all of a sudden he feels like he should do that. Like that's just weird to me. But even more weird if you just open your inbox and it's there. I mean, that's kind of like who I don't understand who would actually do that. Like, of course, when I was younger, you trade picks and do all the little wild stuff. I haven't done that in like years, but it was a
Yeah,
trade.
it
You know what I'm
happens.
saying?
Yeah.
It was like
Mhm.
she said something and I'm like hesitant, but then
Yeah,
I'm
yeah,
like
right. Conceptual.
exactly
Like, come on.
consensual. You know what I mean? But
Yeah, consensual, right? That's it, right?
exactly right.
Yeah,
But
consensual.
I guess some dudes, I guess they think that that will work. I mean, I guess they are out of touch because I've never heard a girl say, unless they've asked for it, I've never heard a girl even say
Yeah,
they like it.
exactly. Like, let us ask for it.
Yeah.
Yeah, yeah. That I'll say.
Okay, okay. So as far as like the DMs, like, so have you actually dated anyone from that? Like, has anybody really just sparked your interest and you were like, okay,
No, no, never.
wow,
I've never dated. I never dated anybody from social media.
oh
Never,
wow,
never. And it's not that I don't want to. It's just that it's just weird people out there, and you just
yeah,
have to be really careful. Like, honestly, people think I may have like a million friends, and
mm-hmm.
I'm surrounded, all the time with people and stuff like that. I mean, if I'm surrounded with a lot of people, it's because I'm working, most
Yeah,
likely.
yeah,
But I keep my circle really small. You have to be careful who you trying to meet on social media.
yeah,
You have to be careful on who you talk to. Like, I had guys I never met in my life. Like, their girlfriends hit me up on social media, like, you a star, you a hoe, you this. I'm like, girl, I don't even know you. I don't even know your man. I never seen him in my life.
wow.
Like, even drama can come from that.
Of course, of course.
It's ridiculous. Like, I've never even met them before, and people are nuts out there, so you just have to be really careful.
Yeah.
I've never met anyone from social media. Like, I've seen them in person,
Uh huh.
and then we start following each other, and maybe we could talk or go out for a drink.
But not
But
starting on social media. Yeah.
yeah, yeah, exactly.
No, that's what's up. I feel it.
Yeah.
I mean, to be honest, I think like guys, like we talked about, are a little bit more forward when it comes to that kind of stuff because you feel like we don't really have nothing to lose. Like me, I'm the type that I definitely will get in a girl's DMs quick. I don't care if she's a celebrity. You know what I mean? Or just like a regular girl that just looks pretty. Like I have definitely hit up mad, like super famous people, like what's up, and talking to them almost like they're regular.
Yeah, why not?
Yeah, because
Why
I feel
not?
like if they respond, you know what I'm saying, I'm probably not gonna have nothing to say, and I'm probably just gonna be like, oh my god, like for real, you actually said something. But it's worth a shot. And if you have like hit me up and stuff like that, just like a quick hi
Yeah.
or heart a message or something like that or whatever. But I've nothing serious or whatever. But
Yeah. I mean, I honestly feel like any man can get any woman.
and
You just
that's
have to know how to.
yeah,
You just have to know how to do it. Like, don't be creepy. Don't be weird.
yeah,
Like, and girls, honestly, like, we love. Honest, every girl like loves attention, but the good attention.
yeah.
Like, we don't want that creepy attention that we just like see you
Hmm.
out of nowhere. Like, come on, that's like creepy. And like the whole consistent like calling. If I'm not picking up, then stop calling or like, keep it. The quiet guys are like the ones that we, are interested in. Like the guys that really keep it cool.
Yeah, that can just
Sometimes that works. Yeah, I
that
mean, you could be very persistent as well, and that can help.
yeah.
But it just depends on the girl too. Like I feel like any man can get any girl. Doesn't matter if they're famous or not. Like
Got to
it
be a
could happen.
balance. Yeah, I think I think
Yeah.
I think what I'm taking from that is it has to be a balance. You know what I mean? Because again, like I said, like I'm not afraid to like if I see someone I like or whatever, whether it's social media or outside, I'm gonna hit you up on one way or another. If I see you in the streets, it's a hi, how are you kind of thing. And I'm also the type that could take a cue. You know what I mean? So it's like I remember a while ago I was reading this book and the guy it was a Neil Strauss book. He was like he got into like this underground like pickup artist like lifestyle or whatever, where he was basically, he learned how to get any girl basically. You know what I mean? Like he was like the master. So the main thing that I learned from him, not that I was trying to learn, but I was reading a lot of relationship books basically. And so the main thing I learned from him though is he was just like, if a girl isn't looking at you or smiling at you, like don't even like try. Like if you look at her and she sees you and she just turns away, or she doesn't acknowledge you, just kind of like leave it alone. But if she smiles, it's more like a for sure thing. Not saying you can't.
I
Well,
don't think so. I don't think so. Look. Stop reading.
okay, go ahead.
Stop
Go
reading.
ahead.
Stop reading right now. Like
Go,
you need to stop reading.
go ahead. Go ahead. Let me know.
Look, every girl is different.
Yeah.
But most likely in that situation, like I could smile at somebody I don't like,
That's
just
true.
to be nice.
That's true.
I may not like you, but I'm like I always have a smile on my face,
Mm-hmm.
and I'm always very polite. So like I could just smile at you just to be nice, not because I'm interested. And then that's how it starts with men, like hating females, like looking for females at the club or at a bar or something.
Mm-hmm.
Because some girls take that as of okay, he thinks I like him, I just smiled at him, and then girls just take advantage of the guys. You guys are spending all this money on drinks and you end up going home alone. Like, you guys just need to know the vibe. It's just depending on the vibe.
Yeah.
If the girl is not really looking at you too much while you're drinking or having that first drink, if the girl is not at least getting close to you or at least like really talking to you and giving you a real conversation, she's not into you.
Yeah.
Like, it's all about the vibe. Like, it has to be a vibe. And some girls are really shy. Even the shy ones, you could tell if they really like you or not. Like, they'll talk to you. They'll be a little close to you. They'll look at you in the eyes. Like you will know when a girl likes you.
No, yeah. And, like, I 100% agree with that, too. I mean, that's honestly, like, how I met my ex. She actually came up to me in a club and kind of like touched my elbow, and I turned around and she was much shorter than me, so I turned around and I didn't see anybody, so I looked down and there she was. But you definitely know when somebody is interested in you. So no, I can agree with that.
You should know, because you know what, even a girl like me, like I actually asked the guy out for the first time in my life.
Wow.
Honestly, we only went on like I couldn't even call it a date. It was just we just had a drink. I mean, we chilled the whole day with his friends and with him as well. I was cool. I was just I was just chilling.
Mm-hmm.
We literally spent the whole day just chilling with him and his friends. But then that's it. It never went on from there. Like he never really showed me any more interest. Like nothing. I mean, he's an artist. Mm-hmm. He's an artist. Like he raps and stuff. So maybe he's just. I mean, it's hard to get a rapper or.
You could have been one of many. I get it.
Just like you, like there's so many, fish in the sea. So.
Yeah, that's what I was saying.
But that never worked out for me. Like, I mean, anybody can be shut down. Anybody can get anybody as well.
Mm-hmm.
And I mean, the vibe was cool. I had a good vibe. Mm-hmm. But it just never continued. So actually, you could even have a vibe with somebody, and then just the person will be feeling you in like a day or two.
No, that's true too. Things end quick.
Yeah,
sometimes.
Anything can go any way, I guess.
No, I 100% agree with that. I was recently having that vibe with somebody, and now we haven't talked in going on 2 weeks. So I 100% agree because it comes from, yeah, I mean, it comes from out of nowhere.
2 weeks?
Yeah, I mean,
2 weeks. If I don't see the person in 2 weeks, I like no way. And you make time for the person you like.
Yeah,
it could be as busy as possible.
Yes,
and that's a key. Like that's a key. If you really like somebody, you're gonna make some time for them.
No, I agree, and that's what I'm saying.
It's
like,
yeah.
Like for me, I was like, I was feeling her, and it seemed like she was feeling me, and then so like we went on a few, I want to say like lunch dates kind of thing or whatever, and we would talk on the phone, all of that, and then just. One time she didn't respond, and now, like I said, that was like 2 weeks ago. So for me, like it took, I won't say it took strength, but it took me like knowing, like learning from my past, not to even like continue to try to hit her up, because normally back in the day, I would have been hitting her up like, "What's going on? What happened? Like, why aren't you saying anything?" Or like trying to, like fandangle my way in and sneak my way in to get her to respond. But now I'm just like, oh well, like it is what it is. You know what I'm saying? Like
Yeah.
moving right
It
along.
is what it is.
Yeah,
It is what
like
it is.
so I'm
And
proud of
I'm telling you,
myself.
I mean, but I am very proud of you. You should be proud of yourself. I'm proud of you as well because it seems like you didn't give up. You tried your best. It seemed
Yeah,
like it wasn't like a weirdo or anything.
yeah,
And girls like consistency. So some girls may shut you down a few times, but you never know. Like it just takes one more try. Yeah, you
that's
never
true.
know.
That's true.
Um,
But
so
I
yeah,
mean,
that's like stop reading books. Stop reading books. Just go with the flow,
mhm.
and you sometimes you'll be lucky, sometimes you're not. But
Oh yeah,
I don't think
because
a book can tell us anything. Like it really can. Like everybody's really, really different.
yeah, I mean, because she's still cool,
Yeah.
but I just don't. It's like for me, it's like if I invest, you know what I'm saying, time into you, and like we said, like do the calling and going out and stuff like that, and then you know I don't get it in return. I'm just kind of like, okay, well, um, I'm not done with you, but I'm not gonna keep trying. So like if she was to hit me up and be like, hey, this and that, give me a reason or excuse or whatever, then like I might be like, oh yeah, we can kick it, but then it's gonna take a little time for it to build back up to where it was for me. But for her, it is what it is. So but that's cool. But I would like to
Yeah.
know, do you have like anybody in your past that is like still chasing you?
Um.
Because if
Let
you
me think
don't, then
about
I
this.
don't know what's wrong with the dudes you met.
Cause honestly, like I've never really. I mean, of course, a lot of exes try to come back to you. A lot of people you used to talk to before want to come back to you.
Yeah.
Of course, I have like a bunch of stories. I mean, a few years ago, I really wasn't. I just started my business.
Yeah.
I wasn't really. All you see was just being a stay-home mom and see my kids on social media and all that. Like I was just, um, sitting at home doing nothing. And then
Hmm.
when I started with my business, then and I started really, really like making something out of it, and people really noticing that I'm not joking around. Like
Yeah.
I'm really making this a business, a brand.
Oh yeah, let's shout that brand out.
Yeah, and celebrities and all that. So I'm very excited for my brand, for the future of my brand. I mean, I just started and I have so much success. And then now they just want to pop up. I always feel like if I felt you once, like if I was feeling you before,
Hmm.
and um, and then you didn't really give me a chance or nothing, like why would I try and like when you come to me again, I'm gonna feel you twice. Like I don't really feel people more than once.
Yeah.
So it's like, and then I move on because there's so many people out there that are gonna give you that attention that you want. You know what I mean?
Hmm.
And I just left a relationship a few months ago, almost a year ago in April,
Okay.
and I'm just like focusing on myself. Focusing on my well being and getting love that I never had before, getting support that I never had before. I'm just enjoying my life, enjoying myself, being a great mother to my son like I've always have been, and
Hmm.
also enjoying my life and succeeding in my business. So
No, yeah, and I'm gonna
I'm
shout the
very
business
blessed right
out.
now. I'm very happy, and I'm just taking things slow, and I'm going with the flow. If anybody is interested in me, and I like them too, like I don't mind talking to them and getting to know them. If I am interested, if they really are about something, like right now, like I know what I want, like in my
Hmm.
life. If you're not really about anything, like I don't know, like you gotta really try hard to get my attention because I really want somebody who's a little bit in the industry like I am,
Yeah.
so we can understand each other. Like we
Hmm.
have to be compatible,
Of course.
You have to be compatible with somebody. And I'm not saying the relationships that are, that they have different businesses, different lifestyles.
Hmm.
I'm not saying that they never last, but with me, I would love somebody that I'm compatible. I'm in the same industry, and we could understand one another and understand what we
Definitely.
do things. Like right now, like anybody who's not really in the industry, like I'm not saying I'm really in the industry, but I'm trying to get there.
Yeah.
Like I do stuff, like I have to work, I have to be around men, I have to be around like other people, and some guys right now will not understand that.
Hmm.
Like if I comment on a dude's page, like why you comment on a dude's page, like,
I
and you know
honestly,
what I mean, and
I
like
think that's so whack.
communicate with other people, like it's so stupid, you
Yeah,
know what
I
I
think
mean? So if
that's
it's somebody. You
That's
know, like
whack.
I have to have somebody who understands what I do stuff, and this is my dream. I'm living my, you gotta take me for how it is. Like, I'm not gonna change for absolutely anybody anymore. Like, I'm gonna be who I am, who I wanna be always, and
Yeah.
who I feel comfortable being. That's who I am. Like, I'm not gonna change who I am for anybody anymore. I've done that before and it never worked.
Yeah.
So I'm just trying. I'm in a different new wave at this moment in my life.
No, I 100% agree. I feel like that stuff like that is whack, especially when a dude knows, what your job is and knows what industry you're trying to be in, and then to get upset or jealous over something like that, I feel like it's very controlling, especially when you're coming home to him. You know what I mean? And he's the only one getting all the
Yeah,
real,
like, are
like
you crazy,
love.
dude? Like, I'm always with you. Like
Yeah.
cállate tú. I don't.
No, yeah,
I mean, that's insecurity as well.
that's whack.
Like a
But
pretty girl with a big booty or whatever can't stay home. Like, listen, I'm always home. If I'm out of the house, I'm usually working or maybe having a fucking drink or something, some time for
yeah,
myself. But
yeah,
I'm usually always working and always looking for collaborations and always looking for, to be
opportunities.
around
Yeah,
talented people that can help me grow and feed my growth. Like that's what I am right now at the moment.
yeah.
And that's it. Like like I'm not outside in the streets like tasting this man and tasting that man and tasting this man. Like I don't really do that. Like people think that girls do that all the time, but no. Like we chilling. Like I literally don't have no issues at the moment. I'm living my life and I'm enjoying it.
Yeah. No, and I mean, to be
So
honest, like that's the type of relationship that I would like is, having that type of relationship where I can, not necessarily just be like, oh, I trust my girl, she can go out and do stuff like that, but I want my woman to be able to go out and have fun and know that it doesn't have to be with me and she's not on a leash. Like I
yeah.
have enough confidence to know
Exactly.
that
And you
she's
have to have
mine.
some type of privacy. Like you have
Yeah,
to give your
yeah.
partner some type of privacy. Like it can't be just everything out of the open.
Yeah.
Because like for example, like if you give your boyfriend or your girlfriend the password of your phone, they're gonna go check and they're gonna see something. What about if a conversation with someone is something that they took differently? Like it was nothing how it seemed or how
Yeah.
it looked. Like it was they're gonna take it a different way.
No, they can
Like if
definitely
people
take
go
stuff
check your
wrong.
phone, like your girlfriend be checking your phone, like
Yeah. Yeah, that's definitely, yeah. I can't I wouldn't be able
you
to
know what
deal
I
in a
mean?
situation like that. Like I mean, cuz me, I would just laugh, to be honest. Like if I was in a relationship and she was like, "Let me see your phone." I would probably like laugh and be like, "Here." Like, and you're probably, and like you're going to find something, you know what I mean? But
So if you look, you're gonna find.
yeah,
That's
like if you
something
look,
that we always say. Yeah,
yeah.
like que
It may even
gusta
be old,
encuentra.
right? It may be old, but still, it doesn't even matter. Like if you're my girl, and then you look through
Yeah.
my phone, and then you see something from 2 years ago, you're gonna be upset. You're gonna be jealous. You know what I mean? So it's kind of like, go
Yeah.
ahead, like look,
Mhm.
make yourself mad, but but I
Or
want you.
even if a person, if there's something out of your control, like if one of your friends sends you like
Yeah,
I don't know something funny but inappropriate, like your girl or your boyfriend's gonna take it wrong. Like
yeah,
it's just stupid things like that. I feel like we need a little bit of privacy.
yeah,
Like it's not just open there. I mean, I don't mind giving you my password. Like I've
yeah.
done that before.
Uh huh.
But it's not for you to like. If I leave my phone here, it's not like oh he's gonna go check it.
Yeah,
Like I don't
that's
want to feel like oh he's
invasion
gonna go
of
check it and see
privacy.
something
Yeah,
stupid.
yeah,
I mean I don't have nothing to hide. Like I don't care. But just the fact that you have to go through my phone, that means that you don't really trust me. So
yeah. That
what's
means you
going
don't
on? Like
trust
what
me.
have I done to make you feel like I can trust you?
Yeah, that's just their
You know?
insecurity. That's the other person's insecurity. Like me, I've never wanted to go through like my ex's phone. Like I just didn't really care that much, and she wasn't even the type that really used her phone, too much. She wasn't like always on it, always texting. She wasn't really too into social media and stuff like that. But of course, she's a woman, so I'm pretty sure, and like I said, we were on and off. So this was even during the times where we weren't like on, but we were still hanging out and stuff. I still didn't want to see her phone. You know what I'm like? I don't want to know what goes on in there. Like, what? I don't want to see. Like, I don't even want to know.
Exactly.
Like, leave, like, keep all of that like away from me. But no, I want you to shout out your tell everybody what your business is.
Yes. So I have my own lingerie brand,
Yeah.
and it's called Bitter Cupcakes Lingerie.
Mm-hmm.
I'm going to spell it so you guys can get it. It's bitter, like bittersweet, but it's like bitter.
Yep.
It's Bitter Cupcakes Lingerie. So it's BITTERCUPCASLINGERIE.
Yep.
Lingerie. Bitter Cupcakes Lingerie.
Yep. And
But people get it wrong all the time.
it's
People get
some
it
good
wrong all the
stuff.
time. They say bitter.
And you got the models on there popping. Like, you really are
Yeah.
like doing your thing, and that's something that like really stood out to me too, because I was like, this isn't just
Thank you.
somebody that's just
Yeah,
starting.
I worked hard for these
Yeah.
type of relationships with these girls. Like they trust me
Mm-hmm.
when I have a lingerie party or even a shoot, anything that I can involve them in. Like I'm all about girl power and helping other girls get to where they want to be. And I've always been positive. I love a woman. Like I'm not a lesbian or anything like that. I've never been with a woman either. But I really do respect a woman's body. I love a woman's body, any shape, any form. And you could tell, like, if you ask any of my models, you could interview any of them. Like, I'm really a cool girl. Like,
Yeah.
I'm there to help you. I'm there to support you. Every model that I have, they love each other. Like, we all, like, let's say when we take turns taking shoots, we always supporting one another. We always getting like, hey, girl, you're looking fly. Or, like, tuck the belly in. Or, like, put your hair fix this. Like, we always taking care of each other.
Yeah, yeah.
So, and my last shoot that I had, it was with this amazing comedians. I have to shut them out because I love them so much. T5K and Ivan Manito. Like, I love them. They're really huge comedians here in the Heights and everywhere, too. They're getting, really up there.
Yeah.
And they gave me the opportunity to be in one of their big projects.
Nice.
And it was a huge skit, and then they did a nice little photo shoot in the end, so they can incorporate my brand. And it was like, I help you, you help me, I help you type of thing. Like,
Yeah.
it's amazing, and I love people like that, and I love that he thought of me. And it was a last minute thing, but I got my girls, I got it together. I had everything under control. Like I'm very professional as well. When people hire me to do things, like.
Yeah.
I'm always there, always reliable. I feed my people. I feed them whatever they want. Do they smoke? You good? You want to smoke or whatever? Like, I'm that girl.
Yeah.
You need a ride? I'll pick you up. Like, like I've always been that type. So.
No, I love it. Trust me. Every time I go
That's
to
why
your page,
that's how they poppin', and everything is all professional. Like, I never have my girls in weird situations.
Mm-hmm.
I'm never like inviting any of my models to like weird stuff or guys that are not professional. Like, I never do that. Make sure that the people that I invite them to do anything with me.
Yeah,
I make sure they're legit. I make sure they have credentials. Like this is legit stuff. Like photographers that are legit. Like, I always do my research before I involve any of my models in anything crazy.
Mm-hmm.
So
no, yeah, like I was saying, like every time I go to your page, like I'm impressed. You know what I'm saying? By, like you said, the professionalism, and I remember like even like maybe.
Okay, I can't even believe.
What's up?
We left at 4 a.m. that day. It's crazy.
Huh?
That we left at 4 a.m. that day when we did the project. It was amazing.
Yeah, no.
Like, all the girls were like, so, like, they really was, they really wanted to stay there. And it was such a good vibe that nobody wanted to go home. Like, we really finished that late and we all stood there from beginning to end.
No, I can tell, like, you definitely do your thing, and I just wish, wish you great success. Like, continue on. Like I said, every time I go to your page, you definitely got it going on. It's definitely professional. You're not shy, and I love that too. So,
No. I started loving acting. Like, acting was my first love because I was really shy when I was young.
Okay,
so when I started acting, I started falling in love with it. And then acting helped me, bring out that person out of me that was in me for so long. Like, I just feel so comfortable now. I'm meeting amazing people. Like, I'm living a whole different lifestyle.
Yeah, and see, that's
what
I was.
Like, I really did a whole 360.
I wanted to like touch on that too because like we said, you were on the True Life show, and I actually today bought that episode because I couldn't find it on Amazon.
Thank you. I like putting money in my pocket.
Yeah, so it was $1.99. So I hope you got at least 20 cents.
It's $2.
Yeah, I hope you got at least 10 cent, 20 cent off of that $1.99. But I watched
so much because thank you because people who purchase and see my stuff, I don't know how some people like hack or something and they see it for free, but who purchase my stuff, which is nothing, $2, like that helps me a lot. for MTV to have, to contact me again. Hopefully,
Yeah.
I'm waiting for them to contact me again for something else. Like,
No, yeah,
so
and
if they
that's
said they're
yeah.
buying my episode,
Mm-hmm.
like that can help me as well. So
Well,
thank you
then
so
I'll
much for the
shout the.
support.
I'll definitely, like after this, I'll shout the episode out too, like on my page and all that stuff
Thank
too,
you.
because I was
Thank you
I
so
was
much.
watching
I'm
it.
giving my boyfriend an ultimatum.
Yes, giving my boyfriend an ultimatum, and so I was watching it, and I'm not even the type that's like into like reality shows or something like that, because even though I know they're good shows, but for me,
Mhm.
what happens, they get so addictive. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, if you watch one, it's like
Yeah.
you just got to keep on watching. So, but I did watch an episode, and I was kind of like, I'm not gonna lie, like it was parts where I wanted to kind of like tear up a little bit because I'm super sensitive. Like
But I'm
seeing,
good now. I'm good.
like for real, like seeing you, and like we don't gotta talk about the other segments of the other relationship or nothing, but like with your segments, I was kind of like, dang, like because at the time you were really young still, you know what I mean? So that's
Yeah,
what,
I was so young. Like I've been in a relationship since I was 18 years old. Like
yeah,
I've been in long distance, like not long distance, sorry, but a long,
long term.
4 or 5 year relationship, like freaking long,
Yeah, long
term
term
relationship.
relationship.
So
Yeah. And so like I
yeah,
was
long term
watching,
relationship.
and I was just like, both of you must have been like so young, because I was watching how he was acting towards you and what your issue was with him. And I was
Yeah,
like, at the end of the day, like you guys were just a young couple. You know what I mean? And not to say that was the only reason, but you guys were a young couple and you guys still had a lot to learn. But like for me, I have a super sensitive like heart when it comes to like women in general. You know what I'm saying? So like, I'm not gonna lie. Like, even on something funny, maybe it may have been a little touchy, but when he was talking about your feet, like I
oh my
even,
god, yeah, my toes, like are you
yeah, the
kidding me?
toe. I'm like, see, and again, like
Yeah.
certain, like I don't got like a foot fetish or nothing like that or whatever, but it was kind of like I didn't see nothing wrong with the toe. Like, to be honest.
I know. It's so weird. He wanted them to be straight, like they need to be leveled, like
And yeah, because they're
it's
straight, but they weren't
crazy.
level. It's like one was bigger than. I thought that was cool, because, and then again, it made me think of like my ex, because it was one situation where and I wasn't even like thinking nothing, but I was at her family's house, and we were like at her aunt's house or something, and then somehow feet came up into the conversation, and obviously I'd seen her feet at the time or whatever, but I was like, oh no, I love her feet. And then her aunt was looking like, "Oh wow, y'all into some," and I was like, "Nah, like she just got nice feet." But the thing about her foot, it had like a curve on one of the toes. But that's what I thought, it was
Yeah,
so unique. You know what I'm saying? Like it was different. So not to go into to feet like that, but like that one,
yeah, yeah.
that part
It's so
definitely
funny.
like stood out or whatever, and like
Thank you. Thank you
just
for watching it. You really did, because I was gonna
yeah.
test you.
Of course,
Thank
I
you.
got you. Like I was like, because I mean, obviously, I also wanted to know, a little bit more about you before, but then I also wanted to ask questions and everything. So, as far as that, it was
Thank you so
about
much.
ultimatums, and you just wanted him to, not treat you a certain way anymore. Like how, like at the end, it said like you guys broke up and then got back together again. So like, and then you broke up again. But how long after that did
Yeah.
you start like dating again and getting back into your own self? Because I saw you went to college, and everything, and I thought that was
Yeah.
amazing.
Mhm.
So
Yeah, we were actually like on and off a little bit
yeah,
after the MTV show. We were on and off,
yeah,
but then we really ended it.
yeah,
Like a few years ago, like
yeah,
almost 10 years ago, I think.
yeah.
But yeah, I haven't. I wish him the best. I'm sure he's good, and
Hmm.
it was a great experience. Like
Yeah,
he didn't want to do it at first. He didn't really agree.
yeah,
But
yeah. He had his head
we
down a
stuck it
lot
out.
in the show.
Mhm. I mean, you are who you are. Like
Yeah,
he didn't have to act like an asshole. He didn't really have to show his true self, but he
yeah,
did. Like that was him. And people
yeah.
didn't like that about him.
Yeah. And
So,
like
but
I just saw a young side of him. Like I wasn't watching it to judge him or anything like that, but I saw a very, like young man in
yeah, we
that.
were we were both really young. I mean,
Yeah.
we rushed into things too, and he was a great guy during the relationship and stuff. We just
Yeah.
grew apart,
Hmm.
And I wish him the best.
Okay, so it was about ultimatums. So there's a quote, and I'm gonna read it to you about ultimatums, and I want you to kind of assess it and let me know what you feel about this quote. So it says ultimatums are expressions of powerlessness, empty threats designed to try and influence a situation someone has no control over. Before I say anything,
Yeah.
how do you feel about that?
I feel like that's true. I don't think you should give anybody an ultimatum.
Okay.
Like, if they're not willing to change, like, I mean, I don't believe in changing either. Like, if you're not willing to accept that person for who they are,
Yeah.
then you just let them go. Because that person can be perfect for somebody else.
Yeah.
So I think ultimatums is just putting pressure on people. It's like when girls say, "Oh, marry me now," or like,
Mm-hmm.
I'm leaving in a year. Like, no, you have to just, like I said, go with the flow, go with the vibe. And people change. Some people change their hearts. Some people grow apart. Some people become different. And I
Yeah.
think that's what it is. We're just growing apart.
Yeah.
I think that it's not fair to give anyone an ultimatum. I think that's not fair.
No, yeah, and I 100% like agree. So that's why it was pretty interesting when I watched the show because this quote I actually have it like in my notes. So I had to I was like, oh shoot, ultimatums. That's how we could kind of tie this in too. So because I 100% agree with that too. Like if you have to give somebody, and this is for all the listeners out there, since me and you on the same page, I don't got to preach to you. But
Yeah.
for
Yeah.
all the listeners, like yeah, if you have to give your partner, your mate, whatever, an ultimatum to treat you right, that means that when they
Mm-hmm.
do treat you right, they're only doing it because you tricked them into
Because
doing it.
because you told them to. You know what I
Yeah,
mean? Like,
he's not being
yeah,
real. You know what I mean?
yeah,
So
he's not being real. So you just
and
gotta love people for who they are, and
yeah,
stop telling people that they're this, they're that, like putting people down.
mm-hmm,
Like it just doesn't make any sense to me. I really grew a lot
yeah,
since all my relationships. Like only
yeah,
because they're this to you doesn't mean that they're gonna be like that with somebody else. They could really be perfect for someone else.
yeah. That's true too. That's true too.
So, that's it. Like I just, if I find the right person, then I find the right person when it comes. I'm not pushing anybody away, but
Mm-hmm.
if it comes, it comes. Like I'm just chilling
Okay, so
and I'm good, happy. So
you to me honestly you seem like a very traditional relationship type person, but what do you think about polyamory, like having more than one partner, not sex partner but just like
um,
more than one partner, like real relationship partner?
you know what's funny? I can't. It's funny that you mentioned that because I have
Uh-oh.
considered that
Mm-hmm.
as well because um in a way, like I don't know. I mean, I don't want to sound like crazy or stupid, but
Go ahead, yeah.
it's like, like I grew up in the Mormon religion. I'm not a Mormon anymore. Like I'm an active Mormon.
Uh-huh.
People know Mormons because back in the day, they had more than one wife.
Oh,
Um,
okay.
but sometimes I feel like, damn, maybe we should just love one another. Like there won't be no jealousy, there won't be no fighting, there won't be, bitch, why you talking to my man for? Like there won't
Yeah.
probably be any of that if we just learn to love each other. And some people are not satisfied with just one person. Like some people have other needs and affections that they need from other people.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, we can't be perfect for a person.
Yeah.
I mean, you could definitely be in one relationship. Like I can understand, that part of people wanting more than one partner. Like I know couples that swing. I
Mm-hmm.
know couples that just make it work. They have a good relationship, a good understanding, and they work. They make it work.
Yeah.
But if I was into that, then yeah. But I'm a very jealous person, so probably not.
You're like,
I'm pretty
nah.
jealous.
Nah.
I mean, it would be really cool.
Yeah.
It would be awesome. You just have another girl. You could clean and cook and do all that stuff at home and take care of the kids and also be bosses
Yeah, bring in more
and steal
money.
from each other and bring in more money and more income because not even a two people house, like a family house, like I mean, who can survive right now with this type of income
It's
and this
definitely
type of
tough.
rent? Like it's crazy.
Yeah, it's tough.
Imagine if you have more than one person living with you.
Yeah,
That's more income, more food, more this, more traveling, more.
yeah.
You know,
Do you think
I don't know.
so? Do you think that it would be, or since you're not necessarily into it, we can use like other people. Do you think that each person in that relationship is actually in love though, or do you
I
think
think
it's
so. I think you can
convenient?
really love people.
Okay.
Listen, I believe that you can love people and cheat on them. I think you can really, really
Mm.
love people. I feel like cheating comes from not respecting the person. And
Okay.
I feel like you could really love someone. You could really, 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 really be in love with someone, but
And
you
still
just
cheat.
fucking cheat because there's something that they're lacking in, or there's something that they feel like they want more. It's not. maybe not lacking because everybody is not perfect,
Yeah.
and but lacking for them,
Yeah.
But some people cheat. It could be male, female. It's because they have no respect for that person.
Yeah.
But they could really love
But
someone.
they
As
could
crazy
really
as that sounds, I feel like you could really love someone and really do them dirty.
No, I can
You know?
actually agree with that. I could agree. I mean, I don't know from from a woman perspective, but I know from a male
Mhm.
perspective, if I'm in a relationship, I love my woman like 100%. But
Yeah.
if I get seduced by another woman, or there's just some chick at my job or something like that that's just like super on me, and I do it,
Mhm.
it's not because I don't like. You're right. It's not because I don't love my woman. It's because I got weak. You know what I'm saying? It's because I
Yeah,
got weak.
temptation. We are humans. Like
Yeah.
temptation and shit happens.
But I
So
think,
maybe that's why it kind of works having more than one partner. Like
yeah. That's why I think it
maybe
could
that's why
work.
those people really are happy. Those people that have 5 wives and stuff like that, or
No,
like side chicks and stuff like that. And
exactly.
I heard from men because I have more men friends than females.
Uh huh.
I heard from men that sometimes that works. Like a side chick
Hmm.
makes them peaceful in their relationship. Like they come home happier sometimes.
Yeah.
And I'm not promoting side chick or cheating. I'm not. I'm just talking real and talking by men telling me how they feel about cheating and their experiences because I have a lot of male friends. But I'm not
Yeah.
condoning cheating. None of that. But it's just real life. Like this is real shit. Like real
Yeah.
life. So
The key word that you said though
I,
is real. The key word is real, and but also I can revert back to, I feel like not stepping out and not cheating could be that level of
that could
love
be
also.
possible too.
That
Yeah,
love,
that
that's
could be
what the love
possible
is.
too.
Yeah. So,
Yeah,
you
because
know,
I'm very loyal in relationships. So I believe so.
no, 100%. Okay, so
Yeah.
would you say you are single by choice right now?
Oh, of course, of course, of course. No, of
Yeah,
course, a lot of people
because you're a
come to me
boss.
and stuff like that. But by choice for sure.
Yeah.
Yeah, I know what I want right now, and it's like ain't nobody gonna fool me. You know what I mean? Fool me once, shame on you. Fool me twice, shame on you. Fool me 3 times, I'm just a dumbass. So I
which
know I'm gonna get this right this time, hopefully.
which I
I'm gonna take
definitely,
my time and just enjoy myself, enjoy my life.
yeah. No, I
Yeah.
honestly, I think you got it. I definitely think you got it.
Thank
And
you so much. Thank you,
yeah,
thank you.
yeah, 100%. So, I mean, wow. Like, I think
Yeah, this is
I
awesome.
I mean, I'm definitely gonna big you up. I'm definitely gonna promote your page because,
Thank
like
you
I
so much.
said, you,
You're already supportive me. Thank you so much. Like that was
yeah.
dope. Like you actually purchased the episode.
I actually spent money, huh?
Yeah, you spent some money,
I
man.
spent
Like
money.
of course.
No, and trust me,
Yeah.
like if I had
But
somebody,
you'll be surprised the people that like will be hurt. Like people don't want to spend those $2.
nah,
Like
it
some people
wasn't a
don't
thing.
want to support you like at
Hmm.
all. Like and deep inside they just like hating you. Like some people just don't want to support you that way.
Yeah, no, it wasn't even a question. I was just like, oh well, I can't find it on here, so let me just buy it real quick. No big deal.
Thank you.
But moving
Yeah, and hopefully
forward,
MTV hits me up
yeah, that's what I was gonna say.
again.
Like, do
People
you
want to see me again, so come on MTV.
do you
I'm
have?
actually really good friends with some of the like people that work there that were in the crew. So
Oh,
I'm
that's
still
what's up.
connected in some ways.
Yeah, that's what I was gonna say. Like, so do you have any like projects coming up as far as like acting, or are you writing like scripts or doing anything? Like, you got something secret going
um,
on?
I have a big secret, but I'm
Ooh,
not going to expose that right
no,
now. I'm
that's what.
actually working on something huge, something out of the box
See,
that I
see,
always wanted to do. I
I
have
had
an
a feeling.
amazing person helping me by my side, so like I'm in good hands, and I think I could make another dream come true. So
Nah,
let's
see,
see what's going on.
just from
You
talking
never
to you,
know.
that's why I said secret, because I could kind of tell. You know what I'm saying? The confidence.
Thank you.
You definitely
Yeah,
got something
this
going
is
on.
not over. People, 2020 is my year. People, I
Yeah.
don't think people understand.
No, I love it. I love it. So,
I'm coming in hard. I'm coming in hard for sure.
so keep that a secret.
Yeah.
Keep that a secret. But I want to be one of the first people to know, because I'm a shoot. I'm
Yeah,
a
of course.
shout it out
Oh,
too.
of course.
So
Yeah.
anyway, I mean, I think this was cool. This was definitely
Yeah, this
cool.
is
I'm so
great.
glad we
Thank you
got to
so much.
talk.
Um, yeah, this was awesome. This was awesome. I never really did a podcast over the phone, so
And
it's
that's
pretty fun.
and that's what I was
Yeah,
going to
this
ask
is
you
good.
too. Is like you should do a podcast. You probably don't have the time,
I
but
know. Actually, I really thought about that. I
yeah, I
came up with
bet
the
you
name,
did.
everything.
Yeah.
I was gonna do one, but it takes a lot of work, and I just have so much on my plate right now that a podcast will be something else. Like,
Yeah.
I'm gonna make all my dreams come true, but once I make one come true, then it's just one step at a time for me at the moment.
No, that's good.
So,
Keep it.
once because I said I'm gonna do skits. I'm just starting to do a lot of skits. Like, this is my third one right now. I'm gonna do a lot more in the future. Actually, I'm gonna do one tomorrow.
Yeah.
And I'm just excited. Like, there's just so many things I want to do, but I want to take my time and start building my foundation.
Yeah. Keep the podcast down, in the pipeline, because I think you'll be great at it.
Thank you.
Not like I'm an
Thank you
expert
so
or
much.
nothing like that, but I think you would be great at it. And like I said,
Yeah.
for me, this is definitely something that, like I'm, doing, because I feel like it just felt like a need, and I'm getting better at it. And, you being somebody who was just so open and ready to just be like, yeah, I got you. You know what I'm saying? I think for a second, I feel like I had to kind of like, see how real I was with it, because, you can't just always be like, so you want to do this? The person says yes, and then you don't follow through. So that's why I hit you up again, like, hey, let's do this. So anyway,
thank you. No, and I'm glad we had the time too. Thank you. Like, this was perfect moment because I'm really, really busy all the time. But,
I know you are.
thank you so
busy.
much for your persistence, and I check your page too. Like, you cool. You doing your thing too. So
Yeah.
And I'm all about helping anybody. You help me, and exposure to me, exposure to you. It's
Of course.
we help each other. So.
Of course. So
Yeah.
let's stay, like linked up or whatever, and continue. We could do this again when you do get yours going and everything. Like, think of me.
Yeah.
And no, we got this. Like, I see a lot of success in your future. So, keep doing what you're doing.
And I'm sorry, where are you located again? You said
I'm in California, Northern California.
Perfect.
Yeah.
I'm gonna go there one day. That's one of my trips in the
Okay.
future. I gotta go to Cali for sure. So if I'm there, I'm gonna hit you up.
Yeah, definitely hit me up. And same, like, I've been to New York one time, and it wasn't the best experience, but not because of me. I loved it.
Oh man,
I loved it. But one of my boys got his wallet stolen, and that kind of ruined the rest of the,
Yeah.
in true New York fashion, got pickpocketed.
It happens here.
Yeah.
It happens all the time.
I know. So, but no, yeah, like definitely. If I'm ever out there for any reason, I definitely hit you up too. Just to at least see what you got going on.
Yeah.
And if I had a girl, I would definitely be purchasing some of your stuff. I might buy some just because and put it in a box.
Yeah, or just because, or you could give it as a gift.
Yeah.
Like, a friend. Like, I have kimonos too. They don't have to be like lingerie, giving it to a random, just lingerie to a girl you don't know. Like, I have kimonos. I have other stuff too. I actually do.
Yeah.
I'm trying to cater to my men as well. So I sell T-shirts for men.
Oh yeah, I saw the T-shirts.
I'm coming up. Yeah, I'm trying to cater to my men as well. I want to do boxers. Like, a lot of stuff is just gonna come. So bathrobes, all that stuff is gonna come. So
all right.
I really want to cater to my men out there too, because I have a lot of guys who support me, and they do a lot for me. So, and I appreciate that. So
I love it.
I gotta come for my roots too,
I love it. Okay, well, I guess, that was it. I'm not going to keep you because, like I said, I know you're definitely busy, but you're amazing, and thank you.
I could be on the phone all day.
I know. Well, don't tell me that, because we'll go down the rabbit hole and be talking, and I got to pick my son up.
I know. I got to go too. I'm actually in Radio City Hall right now, so
okay.
I'm about to go in.
That's what's up. Well, what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna upload this stuff right now. Like, I normally do a Wednesday show anyway, so it was good that this worked out. So I'm gonna upload this now, and then I'm gonna send you the links and everything like that. So
I'm excited. I really want this conversation. I'm gonna put it everywhere. So
heck yeah. Holla at me. Let them know your boy D. Lamar is active.
Yeah, thank you. I appreciate you giving me this opportunity and this platform. So thank you.
I got you.
Definitely, hopefully we can meet up, and of course, work together. So
we will.
Thank you so much.
Got you. All right. Have a good night. Okay.
All right, darling. You too. Thank you so much. I'm excited to see the whole thing together. So
I got it. All right, I got you.
All right. Have a great day. Thank you.
Bye-bye. Wow. Okay. we got Massie Maserati. Yeah, that was pretty much, that was awesome. She was so cool. Yeah. So I think that's it. I'm just kind of like in shock because she is pretty awesome. She is pretty awesome. That's all I can really say. It's the Dearly Deep Heart Id. Oh, before I go. Oh no, that's what I'm gonna do. Before I go, I want y'all to go follow her. Let me give the shout outs and everything. She mentioned some comedians, but I didn't really catch the name. But maybe if you go to the page, we can find them too. But her Instagram is Massie Maserati. So it's MASSIE underscore. Probably can find it by doing that. But MASSIE underscore Maserati, MASERATII underscore. I'm a poster, on my page. And yeah, she, support her episode, her MTV True Life episode. I'm giving my boyfriend an ultimatum, season 15, episode 19. That's what's up. And also, she's the CEO of Bitter Cupcakes Lingerie. Y'all better know how to spell lingerie. Bitter Cupcakes Lingerie. No spaces. Get on that, on the Instagram too. And yeah, I guess I could say, I said it in the beginning, but it's just something was about her. When we followed each other, I was just like, she's special. And I'm not even joking. I was just like, she's special. And from the and she's very beautiful, by the way. 100% A plus beautiful. Not stuck up or nothing, as you can see. That's a myth, because I hit her up right away, on some, hey, what's up? And immediately I was like, hey, I want you to do my podcast. And she was with it. You know what I'm saying? She didn't have to do, none of that or whatever. Obviously, she got her stuff going on or whatever. And when you go to her page, you're going to really see what I'm talking about. So, yeah. Anyway, Massie Maserati, thank you so much once again. And to all of my followers, I got to shout the book out. It's the Novella Noir. Just get on there. You know what I'm saying? Get on Amazon. I know y'all like to read. Don't just be listening. I am going to do the Audible book. I just got to find time to record it. It's tough recording it. I want somebody else to help record it, but I don't mind doing it myself, but I just got to really find the time or whatever. But anyway, we going to do that. But Novella Noir, it's the Dearly Deep Heart Id podcast. I dropped the quick rants. That's coming up. And then I just dropped the Monday episode too. And the Dippin' Sauce podcast. That's what we need to get her on, the Dippin' Sauce podcast with Mainland, and let them go back and forth and be wild, because y'all don't really know about Mainland yet. And I'm gonna start a real page for the Dippin' Sauce. Y'all gonna take that podcast serious too. The Dippin' Sauce, I think that one is gonna be the one that's gonna surpass this one. That one is gonna pop. So anyway, it's the Dearly Deep Heart Id podcast 2020. Let's do it. Love, love, love. Thank you again to Massie Maserati. Now let me figure out which one I should stop first, the video or the recording. Boom.